Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are having another look at August. This time seeing what's going on in love energy for you throughout August. Okay, we do have a couple of other August videos as well looking at other things. So, watch the prior week's videos in the prior all signs video if you want to get some of that extra information there. Of course, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the readings. As always, I do apologize in advance for any coughing as well as any background noise. I am a little bit sick, but there also is a lot of wind today too, so it keeps like banging this window a little bit behind me, so I do apologize if that does sort of make any noise as well. Today we are going to be using the Matter of the Heart Oracle. I do have here the True Heart Hidden Feelings Oracle. The Lenormand deck we are using this week, I have the Malefique Lenormand. And I also have the Little Book of Answers. Okay, so we will sort of get an answer for you. So if there is a specific question you might have in regards to love, have a think about that, and we'll do that for you at the end as well. Getting into it for Pisces, what's going on for Pisces throughout August when it comes to love and romance? Love and romance energy for our Pisces throughout August. What's going on? The energy for August in love for our Pisces. Okay, so we do have Eat Your Heart Out. Eat Your Heart Out. It's like, it does feel associated with jealousy, to be honest. It's like, eat your heart out. Look at this. Eat your heart out. It's kind of like you're just living life to the max at the moment, regardless of what's going on in all areas of your life here, Pisces. That it's, you're not holding back. You're eating your fill. You're taking your fill. So it's kind of like when it comes to love and romance, it's there does seem to be a little bit of jealousy, but it seems to be people watching you when it comes to love. People jealous that you can just love with wild abandon this month. Even if that's just the way that you're loving yourself and whatnot, that you're doing the most this month to gain as much as you can, to consume as much love as you can this month. Interesting. We also have not fitting well. So it does feel as though there's just somebody feeling as though they're not, I think that's where that jealousy sensation is coming from, that someone kind of feeling as though they just don't match your level, that you're just so, vivacious is the word that's coming to mind here. When it comes to the love energy, you're just consuming and, passionate and, top tier love energy, basically. And they're just like, I can't match that level. I can't give as much love as what Pisces gives. Pisces is up here and I'm not fitting in with that because Pisces, they can just give and give and give, and I just can't give that much. So it does feel like there's a little bit of maybe jealousy may not be the right word, but it's the closest to what I'm feeling right now. Envy maybe is a little bit more appropriate, that they're just the comparison, they're comparing themselves to you a little bit here and feeling lacking because you're feeling so abundant when it comes to the way that you love and the way that you receive love and all the love that you have in your life. Clarify this message for Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in regards to love in August? Love and romance for Pisces throughout August, please. Abundance, that you just give and give and give. you know, we see the fish and then the flowers. So I know these cards, they are in person. You can really get up close and see what they are, but I know understand they're not showing up as the same way on the film here. But you know that is a fish here. You can see the spine and then the eyes there. There is what one or two main fish here, but there is also a couple little background fish as well. But that is the fish card. We've got the pink fish and the blue fish there. I know it's a bit hard to tell, but we also have the bouquet of flowers there. You know, this is the malefic lenormand. Okay, malefic translates to evil. Okay, so it's a little bit different imagery, which I quite like this particular deck. But it's very it reminds me very Mambo, the brand Mambo back in the 90s and the early 2000s. They would have a lot of designs similar to that. But so we see you here with you. You've got this abundant energy. You're just so abundant when it comes to the way you're giving and receiving love. You know, the flowers is all about the way that you're giving and receiving here. That you've got all the time and the love and the energy and you know, you're able to take the time and the love and the energy. And other people are just not feeling like, you know, up to that level, to be honest. We also see the bear here as well, and the bear sort of really just shows us that it is actually important for you to maybe put up some boundaries around that as well. That be very mindful that you give so much and you're able to give so much, and that be mindful that, you know, you maybe do need to put up some boundaries. That because it's this thing that I'm like, it's the way that people give and receive love. Your version of 100%, giving 100% to a connection, you know, that may not be somebody else's version of what 100% looks like. That may, you know, it may be varied. That somebody else might sort of say, I am giving 100%, but to you it doesn't look like that. But that's their 100%. So there just seems to be some sort of discrepancy there in the way that, you know, giving and receiving love is being generated in your energy here. And so you're maybe needing to put up some stronger boundaries with yourself and help nurture love rather than just give and give and give. Okay, so maybe a little bit more nurturing and knowing that, you know, you're standing strong and confident in, I've got this, I know how to love, but maybe I need to actually nurture and protect somebody else who may be not able to, you know, love the way that I can. So maybe needing to just sort of step back a little bit in that sense there with that bear energy, okay, because you just got this abundance so much. And to be completely honest, that might be where, you know, for some of you, you may have encountered things along the lines of, am I too much? Am I too much? It's not that you're too much. It's just that other people don't understand that the same way that you do. Other people's 100% is not the same 100% that you have. So maybe just needing to, you know, put up a bit of a boundary there and understand that, you know, the abundance that you have, other people do not have that same level of abundance within themselves to share. So maybe just it just feels like just be conscious of it, that it may actually push people away sometimes if they're unable to, you know, meet that level. So just be aware of that. I'm not saying that you need to drop yourself at all. You know, I would never sort of say take a step back from being who you truly are, but just to be maybe a little bit more consciously aware of that, so that you can have those conversations and say, look, I understand that your 100% is different to mine, and I understand that you are giving 100%, and it just looks different to the way that my 100% does. And do you know what? That's fine. I did see something along those lines recently on social media, so I do feel that some of you may just randomly come across that. You know, sometime in the next week or so throughout August, where that sort of theme is coming up. But having a look at the person that you're connected to here, Pisces and your person. Pisces and your person throughout August. So we do start off here with the wishful energy. Okay, so this is where it's kind of like you maybe hoping that somebody can meet your 100%, but your expectation of what 100% look like is maybe not quite right, because you're expecting your 100%. You're not expecting their 100%. So just keep that in mind. Hopes for more to come, waiting for the right one, dreaming, and the right timing. All right. So very wishful that, love is, very hopeful, optimistic. It's moving forward in the right way. So some of you, I do see that a lot of you probably are single that are watching here. But, even if you are connected to somebody, that you are, hopeful that there is more to come within this connection, and that, you're just hoping for a little bit more, that level up, that you're, like I said, you're maybe just not consciously aware that they're already giving 100%. So maybe just needing to put a bit of a boundary on your own expectations there, because you're needing to just be a little bit more consciously aware of what somebody's 100% looks like. We have exploration coming through as well. Looking for an adventure, liking risk, travel, or kinks. Exciting, flighty, and fun. So for some of you, you may be sort of looking for that next adventure, looking for a new partner, looking for an adventure with your partner, looking to travel, looking to explore some new things on a sexual level, those sorts of things. But we'll have a look and see how your person is feeling towards you this month. Pisces, looking at love for Pisces throughout August. This person's feelings towards Pisces in August. Not going to lie, this person is feeling, we do have the Tower coming through first, followed by the Tree. Okay, so straight away that tells me that this person is just feeling a little bit needing to isolate, or isolation, that they're wanting to isolate. They're wanting to sort of lock themselves away in the Tower a little bit this month, primarily for their own self-benefit. They need to start taking care of themselves. They need to heal something, grow something within their own selves. I don't feel as though this has got to do with you, Pisces. It's just kind of this person just needing to isolate themselves a little bit so that they can, grow and heal and take care of themselves, so that maybe they can learn about what their 100% looks like, that they can give up to you there, because, they are just feeling like they're just not fitting in quite well, and they're trying to, heal that feeling, heal those self-doubts within them. We do see the Stork here as well, so that does sort of show us, once again, another card we can't really see very well on the camera, but the Stork's head comes down here. You can see the yellow beak. Okay. That just, this isolation, this really focusing on the foundation of what makes them strong. It's kind of like if you imagine a tree, and when we're branching out to a million people here, this person is actually focusing on the root system at the moment. They're focusing on, going within and really making sure they've got a strong foundation that they themselves are coming from here. And that actually stirs up a lot of new energy. So that's where we, are able to then move forward from that. Once they actually do have a little bit of a better understanding of themselves, and they do focus and take care of themselves in a new kind of way here, it actually enables them to, really create some new energy within the connection with you, Pisces. So they are looking to, come up with new ideas on how to get things moving in the right direction. We did see that exploration card there, the wanting to move forward energy there. So they're really trying to come up with ideas on what they need to do within their own selves, first and foremost, and then they're bringing that back, sort of coming back and bringing that back to you. Okay, so just I would sort of say allow them their space. They do need it this month. But anything else that Pisces needs to know in regard to love and romance throughout August? Anything else Pisces needs to know in regard to love and romance for August? We do see the snake energy there. So once again, that can refer to those, physical, sexual, kinky type things. It does talk about a lot of passion and desire there. We may have, I am seeing Scorpio and Cancer both being represented here with the extra messages here. I do feel as though that's kind of just telling us a bit of a standalone sexy times, some short little physical flings for some of you there. Just a little bit of for some of you, there is actually it's kind of like, the sex life is going really great, but then we see a sudden break or change occurring there because we have the scythe coming through next. And so that can like suddenly we're just having a stop to the physical, to the level of the physical intimacy, to the frequency of the physical intimacy. I do once again feel like for some of you it's because someone needing to isolate themselves and focus on their own self for a little bit here, but it may come along with that repercussion, but it does lead to this moon energy as well. So it does just sort of show us that someone's doing what is right for them. They're following their intuition, but it also shows us that the change brings around more emotion. So it's kind of like that distance makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing, that having a little bit of a break, a short-term sort of physical break here may actually, enable us to focus a little bit more on the emotional connection rather than the physical connection. So it does seem to be, a good changes, I feel. There may be some emotional sensitives that are bringing about, sensitivities that are bringing about these changes, but on a physical level. So it's kind of like very interconnected, I feel, for this person in your energy. I don't feel that that's so much you. Pardon me. Yeah, I feel like this is more around your energy rather than your energy. Your energy seems to be just very generous, very abundant in general, but there may be some, somebody just having some emotional sensitivities. Once again, with the vulnerabilities, the self-doubt kind of energy, the way that they're valuing themselves, and so they, that they need to take this little bit of a break, even if it is unexpected or very sudden here, because it does sort of help bring everything back together so that we can have the physical and emotional in tandem rather than focusing on just one or the other. Okay, the answer that Pisces needs. Some of you may have a specific question in mind. What is the answer that Pisces needs for August in regard to love? It says, ask your mother. There may be a feminine figure in your life, a very mothering type energy and nurturing type energy that may have some advice for you with this situation. I will grab you a second answer here, Pisces. Approach cautiously. So it is showing me the bear energy with that answer. We did see that bear coming out for you earlier there, about talking about boundaries and protecting oneself a little bit here. Approaching cautiously, being very aware of somebody's boundaries, making sure we're not broaching somebody else's boundaries, and allowing them to protect their own selves as well. So, being very mindful of that. This is a very mothering, nurturing type energy as well. So just being very, conscious of that sort of energy this month as well, that we're needing to nurture boundaries this month and allow people to have boundaries. For some of you, you may need to approach somebody like a mother type figure to help you understand that a little bit more, help you sort of understand what that means for you in your particular situation a little bit more. There might be some advice from a mother type figure. Okay, a mother hen type figure. It doesn't necessarily need to even be a woman or a mother. Okay, but that's what we have for you, Pisces. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again soon.